Good morning. Thank you for inviting me to speak. Today, I would like to speak with you about the Jewish festival of Shavuot, which we will celebrate on May 29th. The festival of Shabbat, which we celebrate every week from sundown on Friday till sundown on Saturday. And the Torah, the teaching, which is the 5 books of Moses. And finally, pandemic, which is happening right now. The Jewish festival of Shavuot means weeks, in this case, 7 weeks. It celebrates 2 important events: the spring wheat harvest and the receiving of the law, the Torah, that occurred after the Exodus from Egypt 3,343 years ago. On the 2nd day after the Exodus from Egypt, which we observe as the festival of Passover every year, we begin to count the Omer, which represents a measure of grain. We are instructed to count 49 days, and then on the 50th day, we celebrate Shavuot. Many of us think about this as a growth opportunity, not just for the seeds of our crops, but also for the qualities that we possess as human beings. How each day, as we count the days of the Omer, can we focus on a particular human quality in order to help us to become better human beings? Okay, enough of the important, boring stuff. Now let's get to some more interesting realities. As I mentioned, when we celebrate receiving the Torah on Shavuot, we read aloud the 10 Commandments. The first 3 speak of God, the one true God, and the forbidding of worshiping other gods. The 4th, however, states that we must keep the 7th day as a Sabbath, a holy day of rest. Now, how do we do that? Well, the word Sabbath means ceasing, to stop from doing. The Torah says that 6 days the Lord worked, creating the world, and on the 7th day, God, Shabbat, ceased, vayinafash, and ensouled God's self. On Shavuot, we read the Torah and the meaning and importance of Shabbat as part of the 10 Commandments. In real terms, it was the first nationally and spiritually decreed day off. Today, when you speak to people about a day off, most think in terms of an opportunity to catch up with the laundry, do the shopping, and other chores. What a shame. In fact, it was meant to be a day of stopping, of recharging the batteries, of giving yourself a complete, proper break. Jews traditionally do this on Saturday, and in Christian communities, it was observed on Sunday. But today, most people might go to church and then carry on doing stuff instead of taking a proper break. Here's a shame, because your body, your mind, your soul needs time to recharge. It needs to do this regularly. Actually, taking a day off from everything every week, and not only resting, but also ensouling, reconnecting with your inner self, is essential to good health and well-being. Aside from the spiritual connection and prayer or meditation, ensouling could include getting back to nature, sharing a festive meal with family, sharing conversations and music, perhaps. The Torah also teaches us about giving a Sabbath to the land. In fact, last Saturday at our Sabbath morning services, we read of the Sabbath year, the year of release, the Shemitah. It states that we should work the land for 6 years, and on the 7th, we must let the land lie fallow. It is referred to as a Sabbath for the land. In fact, the Torah goes so far as to say that if you don't do this, the land will spit you out and you will not have the harvest and therefore the food you need to live. Now, this is a very interesting idea. So here we have 3 of the 4 things that I said I would discuss: Shavuot, Shabbat, and Torah. The 4th is pandemic. And here is where it gets very interesting, because you may have noticed that in recent years, there have been some very unusual and severe weather patterns around the world. In recent years, and even more recently, we've had some mini pandemics, such as Ebola, SARS, N1H1. And now we're experiencing COVID-19, a much more extreme world health issue. It's almost as if the planet has been telling us that we have got to start honoring the need to give the world a break, a rest from our busy activities. We have to remember that we are not the center of our universe. The earth is. You see, the earth can live without us, but we cannot live without the earth. And what proof do I have that this Torah teaching is true? Well, I understand that in just 2 short months that we have put ourselves into isolation and given ourselves and the earth a break from our activities, we have seen the world start to regenerate itself and noticeably improve. Imagine if we decided to give ourselves a real break, just 1 day every week. Stop doing stuff, just allow ourselves to not do things, just be in our world. To just take a moment and maybe just appreciate what we've done, and now just take the moment to do that. Then we could really enjoy ourselves. The earth would definitely enjoy it. Wouldn't that be an amazing idea? And the earth would thank us, I guarantee it. So let me show you what it's like to take a proper rest, in a manner of speaking. So I want you to do this. Please sit comfortably, get yourself comfortable, relax straight in your chairs. Now I want you to place your feet firmly on the ground so that you can feel them grounded, and you can feel the ground beneath them. And now I want you to breathe in deeply. And then clench your fists really, really tightly and hold it like that. Don't let go, don't release, don't breathe out. Just breathe this. Hold your breath, hold your fists tightly, 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 tightly. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And now let go, breathe out, exhale. And relax. That release that you feel, that is Shabbat. May we all, and may our planet experience a weekly Shabbat, and may our world be a better place for it. Amen. Have a great day.